Welcome to the TD1 Minute. Today we're going over the Pro Shuttle, which is 5-10-5. It is the first agility component of the combine, and it's probably, for me, looking at athletes, it's the one drill that shows true athletic ability. It shows hip flexibility, it shows explosive power, and it shows quickness. On the 20-yard shuttle, it's right hand, left hand on the touches. You have to go right first, and then you have to touch your left hand. So the entire time, it's not right, it's not left, it's a right hand touch, then a left hand touch coming through. First step is getting his feet right. Basically, it'll be in line with his hips or a little bit wider. Now, you used to be able to stagger your feet, but you can't do it now. You have to keep them even. It's a right hand down with a right hand touch. First thing we're going to do is get in a stance. He's on the balls of his feet. He's going to tuck his chin. He's going to hide this arm so that he doesn't have any movement when he starts. That's your stance right here. All right? Good. Stand up, Josh. You can't cock your foot back at all. You have to have your right hand down, period. So your feet have to be in line with your right hand down. Now you want his head down, because if his head and chin is down, it's going to keep his body low through that first 5 yards. From the stance, he's going to take 3 crossover steps. In speed, it's going to be about 2.5. But right now, he's going to keep his chin down. He's going to take 3 crossover steps. All right, good. The reason why we want a crossover step is we want to stay parallel and square to the sidelines. Because you don't want to turn and get down here and have to turn back around. So if we take the crossover steps, we're in a position, put our head down and drive back out. Instead, we don't have to do this and turn our shoulders all the way around. With a crossover step, it's a lot quicker coming out of the turn. After the crossover step, you have to get in the right position on the turn. We call this the crab. Other people call it a scorpion. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But you have to stay really low, get down. You want that head tight to that knee, hand out. All your weight's going to be on the inside foot. You don't want any weight on this outside foot, because if you push off this outside foot, you're going to slide. If he digs in, come out hard, push. He's not going to slide on his turn. But if when he makes his turn, if he puts weight here on this outside, tries to push off, that's when you see guys slide down. If all my weight is on the inside, I'll push and drive through, and it's a lot more explosive, and there's no sliding movement whatsoever. Once you practice that turn on that scorpion crab, then you'll put the 3 steps together, the crossover steps, which actually will be at speed. When he goes full speed, so it'll be about 2.5. Now all he's going to do is come out of the start, drop down, and pull out. You really need to practice this stretch. And the way you do it is get all your weight on this inside foot, dig your hand into the turf, put your head on your knee, and then just lean as far as you can and stretch. And try and hold it. The lower you get to the ground, the better your hips are. In the NFL, they're looking to see how flexible your hips are. They don't want to see an athlete come down, bend at the hips, and turn and touch the line. They want to see that those hips drop and then explosively come out. Right hand turn down. Now he's going to come out of the left hand side. And he's going to try and stay as low as possible all the way through. Push. If he stays low, he'll accelerate a whole lot faster than if he pops straight up. If he pops straight up, it's going to take him more time to drop back down and get through. When he comes out of that right hand turn, you want to stay as low as possible all the way across, because you don't want to come up and then have to drop back down when you have to turn. Once he's practiced his stance, his crossover steps, turns on both sides, now we're going to put it together. He kept his feet were kind of tight when he made his turn. When you make your turn, if you can almost put your foot almost a yard out and then drop. So if I crossover step, it's here, I can touch the line and come out. And what it is, if I shorten myself up a yard on this side and a yard on that side, I shorten up the distance traveled. So I'm not going a full 20 yards. So what I do is have the athletes mark here, they'll step, drop, and you just stick your hand back. Because if you stick your hand back, it's going to touch. If you swipe, you're going to end up missing the line about 4 inches short if you swipe. So it's just here, stick, and pull out. Now if you spread your feet, here, I shorten my distance up. Plus all my weight's on the inside foot, and I don't slide at all.